Austria big favourites in this one, but as you just heard from Roberto Bartol there, the Croatians came through a qualifying tournament in Romania to be here, and despite the level of the opposition, you can never discount anyone in this World Cup of Pool, as we discovered yesterday. Well done indeed. Croatia 1, Austria 0. By no means a routine clear-up this, and yet they've made it look much more simple than it was. Austria back to normal service resumed. As soon as Auschen broke dry, you suspected this outcome because the balls were very nicely positioned for Croatia. And they've duly stepped in.
Yeah. And that's one that early in the day goes, but maybe later in the day that ball hangs up, that 8 ball.
Austria, benefiting from that fluke snooker, are back in front at 4-3. Viv Resko, our referee, cleaned things up, and now the Austrians are going to do just the same. So that missed 5 ball, you know, in the end could prove very expensive for Croatia. For the first time in this match, we have a 2-rack gap, and the beneficiaries are the Austrians. I get the feeling this is the linchpin ball of this rack. Well, it was, because the 9 followed suit. At 3-3, you might have assumed that Austria were on somewhat dodgy ground. That wasn't the case, because they then won the next 4 racks. Austria beat Croatia comfortably in the end, 7-3.
All right. World Cup of Pool 2019, Singapore and Finland. Gentlemen.
In the recent US Open 9-ball championships, Yap placed 9th. That was the inaugural Matchroom multi-sport events, of course, but he's missed this 9-ball, and it wasn't easy. Obviously there's a bit of distance in this, and cue ball's close to the rail, but the 9's over the pocket, so for Petri this is a lovely opener.
No mistake.
Rescued position for Mika there, so this is a pretty simple 9-ball.
That's what you call mopping up. Yes, Singapore renowned as a real melting pot. As for this 9-ball, well, it's a simple pot. They might well have gone on the board in the first rack. Yap missed the 9-ball on that occasion, but no mistake in the third. Singapore are scoring. Finland lead by 2 racks to 1.
Important racks these, Phil, because they really punish your opponent after the mistake.
Well, in the second half of the contest, that's what Austria did so effectively against Croatia, and that's what Finland are doing here. And you're absolutely right about this match, Carl. 3-2 for the Singaporeans. The way things have gone, not too bad at all. Ostensibly, Finland have been by far the better team, and yet they've only got 1 rack advantage to show for it. Well, the Finnish pair are about to finish off this rack in double quick time. And because of it, they are doubling up on Singapore.
5-minute break.
He should pot this, but it's not an absolute given.
Well, the problem is when you land on the 9-ball like this, you're always thinking, well, I should have been straightish. And obviously this is a blind pocket, so... But he's made it. It's 4-3. Back in the match, Phil. Well, Yap's decided to leave his partner a carom. Carom is when you come off the edge of the ball and use the cue ball to pot the 9. I wasn't sure if you could have played a soft draw shot and try and hit the 6 full and bump the 5 towards it, but hey ho, this is to tie the match up. Who would have thought? Pace is key, you don't want to follow this ball through. Oh, he's played it perfect.
The 5-9 carom is judged, as Carl said, to perfection. Yap and Sayed, the Singaporean partnership, have come back from 4-2 down to lead Finland by 5 racks to 4. Cometh the, more often than not, cometh the seeded team. Well, they won't be taking anything for granted yet. No mood of celebration. But they will be relieved to be back in front. Yes, there's no doubt Singapore have provided stern resistance, but in the end, it wasn't quite enough. The prevailing emotion of the Finns, well, delight and no doubt relief. From 5-4 down, they prevail. The scoreline in the end, 7-5. The last 16 awaits for them.
There's Team Poland on the left. Konrad Juschersen, if that's said correctly, I think it is. And Mateusz Snugoki on the right. Two big European players, and both players won European tours, so Team Italy will know they've got a tough match on their hands. Sometimes you can get a finish where it's all a case of just connecting the dots, but they've had work to do in these opening 2 racks. Looks like they're going to be 3-0 down, and Poland, you can't afford to be giving these boys these chances. So another good run out there from Poland. Is he going to chase the 9-ball as well, possibly?
Well, if he goes for the 5, to cut the 5, I don't believe he'll have a shot to make the 9.
Well, he's got to be careful he don't foul here, because when you're doing this, sometimes they slip and all sorts can go on.
But he could hit the 5 thick, like you said. Wow, what a shot.
Fabio Petroni, get out of town. What a shot.
So Italy on the board here in game 5.
So Team Italy have won the last 2 racks in this match.
And now we're at 4-3, and Italy breaking. Will be breaking off in game number 8. 50-yard line here. It's a little preference which way you want to cut it. Most people would go to the left. A little more missable ball to the left, just because the angle going into the pocket, you don't really have much rail to help you. So he's going to soft roll it a kind of medium speed up into the upper right.
Well, well, well. Poland with huge mistakes in rack 8, but it's Italy who take it and tie this match up 4-4. Yeah, it was a brave shot. You can see him there in the background, but more important, Poland have won the 9th rack and they're back in front here.
So Italy will scrap their way through this 11th game and survive here in the first round.
Nevertheless, Poland have been let off the up there. Could have been hill, but it wasn't. Yeah, you see, they know they've got away with certainly a hill match. Poland 7, Italy 5.
For a lot of this year, in pool terms, it's been Viva España. We know about David Al-Qaedi's win in the World Pool Masters in Gibraltar. He's won that tournament twice in the last 3 years.
For break.
But Spain are also the reigning European team champions. They won that title in Treviso, Italy in April. Well, there's only one ball left on the table here, and it's about to disappear. A confidence-boosting start from the Australians. Come on, Aussie, come on. The men from down under are on top. A thin tester.
Yeah, it has to be said, Francisco has missed a few balls on the TV, and he's missed another. I feel David there, the experienced player, should have topped that 8-ball in and get a little bit closer for Francisco. Huge mistake here from Spain.
Sage having his say. Stone on a roll. The Spaniards in disarray. They trail by 3 racks to 0.
Does look like it. Well, he's playing the bank. He could fluke this in the middle off 3 rails. And he's not. And whose shot is it? Because Francisco's missed one in this pocket. And it's Francisco's shot. So he's got a few demons in his head on this one.
He has, but this is an easier pot than the one he missed.
And what a crucial pot this is as well. Because the Aussies have made a huge mistake in that rack.
You allude to the 85 World Championship snooker final when Davis overcut the black, the final ball. Al-Qaedi undercuts it. What a call from Mr. Carl, boys. How about that?
Well, Dennis Taylor, can you knock this in? And it's Danny Stone. We've seen him knock some good balls in this match so far. You kind of fancy him to knock this one in and all. Danny Stone just doesn't miss. Where's the cue ball? It's dry. What a player he's brought over from Australia, Justin Sage.
This is ticklish with the extension on the back of the cue.
Extension, please.
Yeah, and it doesn't help when you've both missed a 9-ball apiece. I like the way he's taking his time now. He's had a good look at the potting angle. Of course, the pocket doesn't move.
No mistake this time. No problem whatsoever from Francisco Sanchez-Ruiz.
And this easy 9-ball fill, and it's going to be a race to 3.
The first match of the evening is a repeat of the last match of the afternoon. Well done, Mr. Stone. Well done, Mr. Sage. Australia back in front.
And he's missed it. What a huge mistake this is. But the Aussie rolls are continuing. Look where the cue ball has finished. Can he knock this jump shot in?
You cannot write that script. Wow. And I think it's great for the teams who aren't playing to watch their fellow competitors sweat it out. And at 5-5, that's exactly what they're doing.
Not another fluke 9. I'll tell you what, it's as good as a fluke 9, because I think what you're going to see here is David try and draw the cue ball down this left-hand rail and pop the 9 with the white. It's not easy, it's got to be nice because it's going to arc a little bit. And there he's done it, it's it to perfection. You could see the little bit of art. Spain are on wheel first. The missed 7 from Justin has been severely punished in this match. Unbelievable scenes. Well, they've got 15 seconds left, and I don't believe they've got an extension left.
No, they haven't. It's been taken.
This is not easy at all. What a way to lose. Spain, this has been your lucky day.
It happened to Italy this afternoon. Daniel Corriere potted the 7 ball, went in off. That was a more grievous error than the one we've just seen. You're right, Carl. The Spanish there really did dodge a bullet. There's no doubt about it. Even their biggest supporter would say they have been fortunate to go through in the first round of this Bet Victor World Cup of Pool. They were 3-0, 4-1, 5-4 down, but they emerge victors by 7 racks to 5. It's the second round now, the Bet Victor World Cup of Pool. 32 teams came, only 16 remain. Against Great Britain B, they did the fundamental things well. That's all they did. Nothing spectacular, nothing showy. And when the chance arose here, the last 3 balls were deposited.
Yeah, squeaked that 8 in, but still, that's why that nice stroke is what opened that pocket up and got that 8 down for a 2-0 lead. An easy 9. Well, 9 on the break. There we go.
I believe that's only the second golden break we have seen in this tournament. And just like that, instantaneously, China get on the board. The golden break in the third rack, followed by a much more competent fourth. China aren't finding their normal patterns, and at the moment they're being exposed. Of course, it's still relatively early days. Chile are warming to the task. Wu potted the 3, cushion first, then came that combination and a clearance. China back in this. It is 5-3. Now though, if this 9 ball goes down, it's just 1 rack separating the 2 teams. A break in run out, and China go in front for the very first time. I just had that feeling with 3 balls left, something was going to happen, and it really has. It's extraordinary what's occurred in this match. Extraordinary. A real head shaker. Oh, the cue ball on the side rail. This is a squeaky one.
Yeah, it's amazing, and that's why straight in, really, you shouldn't look at that a lot of times. Just play from above it a foot. That way you're off the rail. Should still be a problem.
Another twist. Another twist. Chile refuse to capitulate. One ball away from abject relief. The first team into the quarterfinals of the Bet Victor World Cup off pool are the defending champions, China. But boy, what a battle that was. Chile could, some would say, should have won it. But they didn't in the end, because with a break in run out, when it really mattered, China advance.
World Cup.
We've had 2
of
cracking matches
2019.
tonight, and look at this
USA,
one.
the
Netherlands
Netherlands.
versus USA.
Great match, gentlemen.
The table's definitely playing a little bit quicker. The practice tables are also playing quick upstairs, so it's good that you can get both tables sort of playing the same speed. Well, it looks like it's going to be 2-0 to USA, and you know, Holland had a chance first to take first blood.
So this rack will get Netherlands on the board in this mini Mosconi Cup battle here at the World Cup of Pool.
Wasn't clean, but it's good enough.
He's not finding the centre of the pocket at the moment, is Niels, but the 9 ball's gone in the well. It's 2-2. Tough 9 ball though for Mark. And there you see, why did he hit it so hard?
That's
though?
what I was going to say. At the last moment, it looked like he decided to go ahead and put some extra speed on it.
We spoke about this yesterday, didn't we? That was like what your amateurs do when they think that's the best way to cue it, but you're better off just cueing it softly and believing yourself.
Yeah. And Carl doesn't mean like a dead roll, but just like a little lighter than medium, just a nice little light stroke.
Well, looks like it's going to be 3-3 here after Neil pockets this 9 ball.
Yes, and 3-3 it is, so it's all square here in this big matchup. Netherlands versus USA, kind of a mini Mosconi Cup battle as well.
Well, there's been some little roller coasters in this match.
Listen, Jason, obviously, you know, me and Jeremy have been players, and when you're playing you don't feel like this happens, but I'll tell you what, it happens more than you think when you're sat in this box.
Yeah, 100%.
And I swear it looked like that end rail boinged a little bit too.
Yeah, it looks like it's boing, and you can just see
yeah.
it picking up speed when it comes off the rail.
Absolutely.
So, Team Netherlands racing to this little 2-rack lead.
Yeah, they've definitely gifted the last 2 or 3 games. They've had their chances.
Yeah, they were up 3-2.
Nice shot.
So, as Jeremy Jones says, USA was leading 3-2. Netherlands have won the last 4. There you see the celebration from Team Netherlands. Shane and Skylar sure they won't be happy with their performance. They know what this game's all about. But Netherlands go on with a 7-3 victory over Team USA.